Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, where they're ready to fight for the dear old Texas Aggies. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic draft. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans will put it away to start the game. Inside his own 5. Dropping back, it's Hart. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front. There
he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's Washington. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arc.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He leaves it with his back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Unloads it left. Got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Snap it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Fox. Finds his man, it's Henson. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The screen, he can go. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Holden finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Hart. Puts it out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And that had all the makings of buck meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Quarterback will keep it. It's a fumble on the play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble? He gets the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Fox. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can...
Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Caught, close to the marker, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So
intercepted deep in his own end. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Sales went into the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Hard running there. Tackled at the 45. for a 5-yard pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Pulls it in, it's Smith. At the 35, he's loose. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now on second down. The give is to Smith. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. This is a design run. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Hart. Caught over the middle, it's Riley. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gonna take a shot. And it won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Miller with the ball. Shakes off the defender. barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass, it's Fox. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give to the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Going right to work up top. He's moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Hart. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Oh, better look out! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You've got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Unloads quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Give to the running back. There he goes. Gets away from one. He smashes his way through again. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Hart. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
The Trojans will hustle to the line. They just keep firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. On target. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Fox. He makes the grab. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completion.
He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Touchdown, Trojans! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half. In the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. To throw, it's Hart. Got a man. It's Pringle.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks out the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Murray. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Fox. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.